Very good morning. Let's start our Freestyle Fitness Yoga session. We will start with a few slow breathing exercises. We'll keep ourselves calm, keep ourselves cool and relaxed. So ground your feet on the floor, let your arms hang gently down to the sides, relaxing your shoulders, and take a long deep breath in through your nose. And exhale through your nose. You might want to just close your eyes, listen to the sound of your breath. Inhale and exhale. And again, inhale and exhale. Now as you inhale, we're going to just lift the head up a little bit and look slightly upwards. And then as we exhale, we're just going to bow the head down and look down to the floor. And again, inhale, look up. And exhale, look down. Inhale. And exhale. Now as we inhale, look up, we're just going to roll the shoulders back, open up the chest, inhale, look up, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and as we look down and exhale, we're going to roll the shoulders forwards, open up the back, looking down to the floor. So again, roll your shoulders back, look up as you inhale, roll your shoulders forwards, look down as you exhale. Again, roll back, inhale, roll forwards, exhale. And one more time, nice and slowly, deep breath in. And deep breath out, looking down. Bring your head back up to neutral, shoulders back to neutral, and have a little shake out. Keep it slow. We will do a little bit of mobilizing exercises on the joints, but we will just start gentle and slowly with a little roll round of both shoulders. Yeah, so both shoulders rolling round. And start the music. There it goes. And then backwards, rolling backwards. Gently, slowly, keep breathing as you move. Fantastic, relax those arms down. Let's do a few little shrugs. So shoulders up towards your ears, nice and high. And then as you exhale, you're just going to totally relax and let your hands drop down towards the floor, stretching down. Yeah, so we inhale, shrug. Exhale, release. Inhale, shrug. Exhale, release. Let's do one more. Inhale, shrug. Exhale and release. Let's get those arms moving. So one side first of all, just loop your arm round in a circle. We'll just get that shoulder loosened up. And then turn that into a figure of 8, swooping around gracefully, slowly. Very good. Let's do the other arm. So start with a circle round. Let's keep it slow. And then a figure of 8, looping round. Fantastic. Now standing upright, we're just going to do a little neck stretch today to keep it calm and relaxed. So one arm hanging down to the side, take the other hand and put your hand on your head. Okay, now We're just going to pull that head to one side and just let your ear go down towards your shoulder and hold it there. Now while you're holding that there, I want you to take your eye, just keep your head where it is, and your eyes are going to look up towards the opposite side. So if your right hand's on your head, you're going to look up and towards your left. And just keep looking up into the corner of the room. Hold it there, take a few deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. Okay, fantastic. Bring your eyes back to the middle and remove your hand. Let's do the other side. I actually closed my eyes, so I was cheating. I wasn't looking up. It's quite good to just look up and focus on something. So let's try the other side. I'll try not to close my eyes this time. Hand on the top of your head. Head to one side. And then we're going to look, eyes up to the corner of the room. And breathe. And release. Fantastic. Bring your hand down. So we're going to just progress this a little bit. And we're just going to do a very similar thing, but we're going to just do a little stretch into the side of your body. So I'm just going to show you first while that music resets, and then we'll do it. So basically, you're going to do the same thing, but we're going to take the other hand and push it across, and we're going to put a little bend into the body. So your body is going to form like a banana shape. Okay, so we're just going to get a little twist in your body as well. Otherwise, it's the same. Okay, otherwise it's the same. So we're just going to get a little, it's a tiny stretch, but it just gives you the chance just to adjust your spine position. Right, so let's take one hand onto the top of the head. Okay, tilt the head to one side. Take the other hand across, just to the side of the rib cage, and then don't physically pull it too hard, but just use it just to adjust your body. Okay, so your body is in a slight turn, and then look up again into the opposite corner. So your eyes should go up the other way, and we're just going to hold that for a couple of breaths. Breathe in gently. One more deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Straighten up your body. Take your hand down. Let's change sides. So the other hand goes onto the head. Okay, we're going to tilt the head first of all. Get a little stretch into your neck. And then that other hand's going to go across to the rib cage. And we're just going to pull and get a little side bend. Pulling the head down to the side. And then eyes are going to go up to the opposite direction, looking up. And take a few deep breaths. One more inhale. One more exhale. And straighten your body up. Bring your hand down. Very good. Okay, so it's a very gentle stretch, but it's quite nice, and it just changes your focus a little bit. So let's just move on now. And we're going to take an inhale. As we inhale, we're going to bring the arms up and stretch up overhead, and palms facing each other at the top, and then arms up nice and straight, and just hold that pose for a few breaths. Yeah, nice and powerful, nice and strong. Breathing gently, holding those arms up in that strong position. And when you reach your next exhale, we're going to bring the hands together over your head and then slowly down in front of your heart and release. Let's do that again. So inhale, arms up. Hold for a couple of breaths. And then as we exhale, hands together, slowly down, pausing briefly in front of the heart and release. Let's do that again. Inhale, arms up. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. As we exhale, hands together, down in front of the heart, and release. We'll do it a couple more times, but without the pause, so we'll just flow through the positions. So with me, let's inhale, arms up. Hands together this time. Exhale, hands down. Inhale up. Hands together. Exhale down. Again, inhale up. Exhale down. We're going to start just lifting onto those toes. So as we push up, we're going to inhale, lift onto your toes, and then hands down in front, heels down. Nice, just try and get that slow. So you drop your heels down really slowly. Inhale up, and exhale down, lowering those heels down slowly onto the floor. Again, inhale up, exhale down. We're going to do this twice more, nice and slow. Big inhale, bring your arms up onto your toes. Long exhale, drop your heels down slowly down. And one more time, inhale up. And exhale down. And release. Have a little shake out. Give those legs a little bit of a shake out. Very good. Just need to wipe the sweat off my brow. It's not like we've been doing much jumping around, but still getting hot. Okay. So let's we're going to do, in this next sequence, we're going to do a forward fold to start with, just to stretch your back a couple of times, and then we're going to be doing a warrior sequence. So we will be standing up for this, but it will be nice and gentle and not too challenging today. So, inhale, arms up, a big stretch up. Now we're going to go into our forward fold. So, as you exhale, fold it forwards, being the first one of the day. We're not going to go too low, just go as far as is comfortable. We're going to hold it here for a few breaths, and each time you exhale, I want you to just let your body just relax a little bit more and sink down. And as always with these forward folds, everyone's going to be in a different position. Some of you will have your fingertips on the floor already. Some of you might not even be down towards your knees. It doesn't matter. I just want you to keep relaxing, and every time you exhale, sink down a little bit more. If your fingers are on the floor, maybe try and get your thumbs down, get your palms down. If you're not near the floor yet, don't worry. Just get a little bit closer with every breath. Fantastic. When you reach your next inhale, we're going to unfold slowly as we inhale, arms up. And then we're going to exhale and bring those arms down. Let's go again. We'll do two more, and each one will hold and try and get a little bit deeper into the stretch. So inhale, arms up. exhale, forward fold. Remember those slow breaths. Deep inhale, slightly release the stretch on the inhale, and then sink down a little bit more on the exhale. We'll do a couple more breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. And inhaling and exhaling. And then as you inhale, unfold. And bring those arms down. Let's do one more before we move into our warrior sequence. So one more fold. Arms up as you inhale. Forward fold as you exhale. Again, holding here, inhaling and exhaling. And inhaling and exhaling. Let's do one more while we're here. Inhale and exhale. And then finally inhale, unfold slowly. Exhale, arms down. Perfect. Let's take those feet wide. So, on your mat, feet nice and wide. We've had a few nice gentle stretches, so a little bit more work now to do as we go into our warrior. So we need to turn one foot out, pointing down the length of the mat. The other foot's going to stay across the mat, and then we're just going to bend that front knee and push forwards into our warrior. Arms out to the sides. Keeping it slow today, we'll just hold here for a few deep breaths. Maybe push forwards a little bit more if you can. Sink your body weight down, get a stretch into that thigh. Oh, very good. Okay, let's release and change sides. We'll just do one on the other side before we progress this. So turn the other toe outwards. Arms out, parallel to the floor. Bend that front knee and stretch forwards. Take a couple of deep breaths while we're here. And maybe sink down a little bit more if you can, stretching a little bit further forwards. And then straighten out the leg and release. Let's do the other side and we'll add the twist in this time. So, turn the toe, bend the knee, arms up. So try and get as much of a stretch as you can. Just going to creep that foot back a little bit so we get a nice big distance between the feet. The hand that's outstretched to the front, we're going to take to the side of the knee. We're going to take those hands together, and then we're going to do a big twist up, keeping your body in a nice straight line up. Hands at 6 o'clock, one arm straight up, one arm straight down. Hold this position, and if you want to just sink those fingertips down towards the floor a little bit more, it's amazing. Very good. Hold it for a couple of breaths if you can. Fantastic. Rotate your hands back to horizontal, straighten out that front leg and change sides. You may just release the arms a little bit if you need to. And we'll go to the other side. And we'll do our twist on the other side. So, arms out, bend that front knee. So again, the hand that's reaching out in front, take the back of the hand to the side of the knee. Bring the hands together. And we're going to do a big twist up. Hands at 6 o'clock. And then again, sink yourself down a little bit if you can. Hold for a couple of seconds. And hands back, rotate to horizontal, straighten out and release. So we'll do the next phase, we'll do the stretch and then we'll do the second stretch. So, little shake out. Back to the side one. Into our warrior, please turn the toe outwards, bend the knee, arms up. We'll start with a twist again and then we'll move into our second stretch. So, hands to the side of the knee, hands together, twist up. Very good. Now the hand that's in the air is going to come down onto your thigh. Other hand is going to stretch up and you're going to stretch back. Nice stretch through your back. Fantastic. While we're here, let's do one more. Let's take the hand that's in the air and take it horizontal. The other hand is going to go behind the back and we're going to push forwards a little bit further. See if you can hold here for a few breaths. And then when you want to release, just straighten out that leg, arms down and change sides. And we'll do the other side, same again. Arms out, push the front knee forwards. So the hand that's stretching out will take to the side of the knee. We'll bring those hands together and we'll open out into a big stretch up. Very good. As low as you can, sinking down. You can get those fingertips onto the floor. That's amazing. Mine won't quite get there today. Okay, so this hand that's in the air is going to go onto your thigh. Other hand is going to come up and stretch up. Fantastic. Hand that's in the air is going to go back out horizontal, palm down towards the floor. Other hand goes behind the back, and let's see how far we can stretch out. Think about pushing those fingertips as far away from you as you can, stretching out. Focus on a distant point and reach out towards it. Hold it for a couple of breaths. Ooh. And release by straightening out that leg. Bring your arms down. Bring your feet back parallel, face in the middle. We're not quite finished yet. So now with nice wide stance, we're going to inhale, bring the arms up. And we're going to exhale and go into a forward fold. Now because the legs are wide, we'll definitely get lower this time. So forward fold, down to the middle, sink down, fingertips to the floor, hands on the floor if you can. You're not quite on the floor yet, don't worry, just ease it down with every breath. Hold it here. Remember to breathe, breathe in gently, inhaling and exhaling through your nose. Feel the stretch in those thighs. Let's do 2 more breaths. And on your next inhale, we're going to unfold slowly. Bring your arms up. And exhale, hands together to the heart. And release. Oh, very good. I feel like lying down now, don't you? Shall we have a lie down? Yeah, let's have a lie down. So on your mat, we'll start off actually facing face down, and we'll do our ab stretch first, our cobra, and then we'll move on from that. So yeah, not exactly lying down as much as I'd like to. but lie down on your front. And I just want to start by bringing your body up onto your elbows, hands in front, and lift your chest, lift your head looking forwards. Now if you feel that you can stretch a little bit higher, put your hands down onto the mat and straighten out your arms, keeping your hips down. Either position is fine, elbows down or elbows up. Hold it for a few breaths. Fantastic. Let's release down and rest down on the floor. Now I want you to take your hands, palms down to the floor in front of your head, and just rest your forehead onto your hands, onto the back of your hands. So you've got one hand on top of the other one, palm down to the floor, rest your forehead on the back of your hands. Now keeping your head in contact with your back of your hand, we're going to attempt to raise your arms off the floor using the power in your lower back. So we're just going to lift up, hands and elbows off the floor, hold it for a few seconds, and then when you need to release, just lower down slowly. Right, should we do that again? Just lifting your hands off the floor. This is really good for your lower back. Engages the lower back. And then down again. Doesn't matter how high you lift. Doesn't even matter if your weight doesn't completely come off the floor. Now, we'll do the opposite. We'll do the same thing with the legs. Just keeping your head down. See if you can lift your feet and knees off the floor. This will engage the glutes. And just see if you can hold your legs off the floor for a few breaths. And when you're ready, just lower them down again. Let's do that again. Lifting your legs off the floor, engage your glutes. And lower down. You know what's coming. I'm sure you know what's coming up now. We're going to try and do both together. So arms and legs off the floor. And see if we can hold for a couple of breaths. So when you're ready, let's start by bringing the legs up. Then I want you to lift your arms off the floor. So you're just resting on your tummy. Hold for a couple of breaths. And rest down. We're going to do that one more time before we turn over. So, get yourself comfy. Start by lifting the knees and feet off the floor. And then arms off the floor. Hold for a couple of seconds, couple of breaths. And then rest down. Oh. Now we're going to take the pressure off that lower back now by turning over. Have you lie down on your back. Oh. This is the bit I've been looking forward to. Oh. Lying down on your back. Oh. So knees up. Take your hands down to the sides. Turn your palms upwards towards the ceiling. And relax for a moment. Take a couple of breaths. I'm going to do a nice easy bridge in a moment. But first, just take a moment to focus on that breathing. And then when you're ready, we're just going to lift those hips off the floor into our bridge. And hold it here. Hips as high as you can. Still, we're back onto the lower back and the glutes again now, holding this position. Breathing gently, holding the pose. And then slowly just lower your hips back down onto the floor. So last week we did the one-legged version. That's up to you. We'll have another go. It's up to you whether you try this again or whether you just stick to the basic bridge with both feet down. It's entirely up to you. But we'll just go through the one-legged version. We're going to straighten one leg out on the floor. Now we're going to lift into the bridge, this time just supporting with one leg, and the other leg is going to stay stretched out. So you lift, knees are next to each other, one leg is straight, weight is on the other foot. Take a couple of breaths. Very good. Let's lower down and try the other side. So one leg straight on the floor, one knee up. Push down onto your foot, lift your hips up until your knees are level with each other. One straight, one bent. Hold it for a couple of breaths. Very good. And lower yourself down. Let's do one more with both feet down. So we'll just all do the basic bridge again. It's a really nice position just to hold. It's much more relaxing. So lifting both hips up now, high as you can. We're just going to hold this here for a few breaths. And slowly lower down. Resting out. Now stretch out both legs on the floor as far as you can. Take your hands over your head. Stretch out your fingertips. And we're going to try and create as much distance between the fingers and the toes as we can by stretching out your arms, pushing in one direction, stretching out your feet in the other direction. Feel a stretch all the way down the length of your body. Take a couple of breaths. And then release. Bring your hands back down to the sides. So we're going to turn over again now, and we're going to go into child's pose in order to stretch that lower back. So we've done quite a lot of lower back work on the floor. So what we're going to do is slowly turn over onto your front. Push up onto your knees. Sit back on your heels. I'm just going to take my knees a little bit wider for this. Sit back on your heels and stretch those arms out in front, bringing your chest down towards the floor. And we're just going to hold this for a few breaths. Slowly inhaling and exhaling through your nose. Lower yourself down. Sit yourself right back on your heels. Let your body weight sink down towards the floor. Creep those fingertips away from you to stretch out even more, like little spiders crawling across the floor. And then slowly release. Bring yourself back up into tabletop position. We're going to do cat stretch and cow stretch. So, arch your back up towards the ceiling for our cat stretch. And then tummy down towards the floor, head up for cow stretch. And we're just going to go between those two positions, arching your back up into cat. This feels really good after those lower back exercises earlier. This is a really good stretch to finish with. Back into cow. One more time into cat. And one more time into cow. And back into neutral. Let's just walk those hands back towards the knees. And we're going to kneel up. Bring one foot forwards. Have a little stretch forwards. Back nice and straight. We'll just do a little stretch on each side, pushing forwards. And change sides. Step forwards, push that front knee forwards. And release. Okay, let's have a sit down. Let's have a little sit down on the floor. Find a comfortable position. Very good. And we're finished. We're sort of finished. Let's just take a couple of breaths here and finish our sequence with a couple of long, deep breaths. Closing your eyes, relaxing. I don't want to get up now. I'm going to get up. Very well done. You can stay there if you want to. If you want to stand up. Perfect. Good. I hope that wasn't too strenuous today. There's always a little bit that gets me sweaty, but there we go. I hope you enjoyed that. We'll be back for Sprightly on Friday on Zoom, Friday morning, and don't miss that one. It's going to be good, and yeah, and don't, and we will do some outdoor stuff in the next few weeks. We'll get back out into the park. If there's any dates that you want me to avoid, if you want to come out but you can't make some dates, do let me know before I set the dates. Okay, and then we'll try and arrange something that the majority can make, especially people who haven't done one of those outdoor classes before. So, very well done. I'll just have a little chat with you guys on Zoom and have a lovely day. Enjoy the sunshine. You can turn your microphones on and we can have a little chat. Okay, feel good? Oh, lovely. Lovely. Enjoy it. Yeah, make sure you put some sunscreen on and wear a hat.